Okay, we are live. Good evening, everybody. Let us know, as always, if you can hear us and you can see us. We're going to be doing a 3-player playthrough tonight of Messina 1347. I'm joined by Rob.
Hello.
And Robert.
Hiya.
So there you go, specifically Rob and Robert, so we know the difference. I might change my name to Rob as well.
Join us, for we are leaving.
Thank you very much to everybody watching. A few things before we start. Nobody said if the AV is working fine or not. I hope it is. Oh, AV is okay. Right, excellent. A few things before we start. This is not a sponsored playthrough video, okay? So I'll do the best I can. I've actually taken pretty much most of today off work, and I've played the game this morning, 3-player, and then I played a solo game this afternoon. So I think I'm up to speed with the rules. If anybody is watching this who does know the rules and we do make a mistake, please let us know in the chat. We'll keep an eye on the chat. But hopefully everything's okay. And you two have done your research as well.
Oh, yes.
You've been reading the rules and everything else. A couple of extra things before we start. So it's not sponsored, and I've only been able to really take the day off work thanks to the support of the Patreon campaign. So big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you do like the content that I create, obviously give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, but also consider supporting me at Patreon, patreon.com/gaming rules. Now, even though it's not sponsored, Delicious Games have given me a copy of the game to give away. So the giveaway for this month is for a copy of this game. So one of my Patreon supporters at the end of this month is going to win a copy of this. So thank you very much to Delicious Games for donating that prize. And also I found out recently that a percentage of all the profits made from the sale of this game is going to Doctors Without Borders because of the current global situation with COVID. So great on you for Delicious Games for doing that. More publishers should do that. Right, off we go then. Quick overview. It's Messina, it's 1347, and there was a little thing called the Black Death, which was quite bad, apparently. Killed half the population of Europe.
That's keeping light, eh?
Yeah. And we're happily living in this city, and there's no plague, and it's all fine. Everything's great. And then when we start the game, a boat's going to arrive, and on that boat is a rat. And on that rat is a flea. And that flea just happens to be carrying the Black Death. So over the course of 6 rounds, the plague is going to be spreading throughout the city. We are going to be trying to rescue people and then quarantining them. And while we're quarantining them, we'll say, well, since you're in that building on your own, not doing anything, why don't you do some work for us? We're going to be building workshops for them to work in, but we are also going to be repopulating the city. And I can tell you now from my game this morning, repopulating the city is where a lot of the points comes from. Okay, you're going to get some points during the game, but it was repopulating the city that actually got quite a lot of the points. So we're not going to do a full teach beforehand, but we are going to sort of explain as we go. And if there's anything you two need to ask me about, just let me know, because as I say, I have played the game earlier on today. We've done most of the setup. This is the setup for a 3-player game. We've got some zoom in points. We've got my player board here. We've got that board here, and we've got the score track here. So one of the first things we need to do is, would you mind doing random start player, and then random second player, and random third player. So first player is blue.
Oh.
Or is that what you were doing?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
First player is this person.
First player is yellow, so that means second player is red.
Third player is
blue. Now, there's a slightly weird...
I quite liked it.
It's different. It is different in this game. The first player starts with 0 points and 0 gold. The second player starts with 1 point and no gold.
Yep.
The third player starts with no points but 1 gold.
Yep.
Now what that says to me is gold is worth more than a point.
Yep. The fourth player. If there's a fourth player, they get 1 of each.
They get 1 point and 1 gold.
Which is certainly more interesting than the usual just 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. Yeah,
it is.
So it's a nice little balance.
Now the order of the discs on here also needs to be, I believe, in reverse player order, which only matters for when we determine who the start player is for the next round. Because one of the other odd things with this game that I've never seen before and I really like is 6 rounds, but the start player in each round, it depends on a different situation. So in round 2, it is the player who is ahead on the church track. Then it's the player ahead on the popularity track. Then it's the player with the most points. So whoever is the start player and second and third player is different based on what round we're in. Okay, the last thing to do with setup is that ship that I talked about. Robert, would you mind drawing the top harbour tile?
And
there we
the
go.
plague ship comes to section 4.
This one. Okay.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we've got the boat tiles. There's 3 1s, 3 2s, and 3 3s. And they were shuffled within each of the stacks. So you can take the one, reveal it.
Yeah.
That arrives there, and it has a plague cube on it. Now, plague cubes are limited. We are using 18 of them in a 3-player game. So I'm actually just going to put it next to the ship, just because it's might be hard for you to see on the ship. Right, and then what we need to do, now that the boat has arrived with the plague, we need to take the population wheel, and I'd already randomly turned it to 1, so we're going to turn it to the next one, and this determines various things. So what we have on here, let's just zoom in on this board here. So we have a symbol at the top. This is a rat facing left. So on each hex where there is a rat facing left, we put a cube on there.
Okay.
And if you put it maybe in the bottom right of the white box, just so we can see it. So there.
Yeah, because it's always the ones with the tail underneath.
Tail underneath, yep.
There we go, I think. So
that one as well.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Now, it has to be said at this point, the number of plague cubes is limited. If we didn't have enough to put cubes on all of them, we wouldn't put any on at all. Okay, so you don't just put as many as you can. If you don't have enough for all of them, you don't put on any of them.
All or nothing.
Next, we have some nuns arrive. So we put nuns in all of the orange places on the board. Okay. We have craftsmen in all of the white places and aristocrats in all of the blue. So I'll do the nuns, if you two wouldn't mind doing the other ones. I should probably rephrase that, but
yeah, I was about to say, I trust you to pick the nuns.
Okay,
I'll do the craftsmen.
Oh, you carry on.
Craftsmen go.
I guess I'll do the nobles.
There you go. And the two-sided, we use the non-upgraded side.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, at the end of the round,
just smack you out of the way.
If any citizen which is still in a place where there is a plague will die.
Yep. And there's no reds, so sorry, yeah, none of the reds.
Reds didn't show up this round.
So no, yeah, the red ones don't have anyone on them.
Not this round, but that dial will turn every round, and then we'll.
Apart from the ratty plagues.
Okay, so gameplay. We are ready. I think that is the setup done. Okay, so gameplay. On your turn, you do 4 steps. Now, this is all summarised on a very handy player aid. Basically, the first round of the game is special because you have your 3 lieutenants, as they're called, workers. They are in your slightly above your player board. In future rounds, they will already be in the city, and you'll move them around. But basically, you choose where your lieutenant is going to go. Step 2, if there is a citizen on that particular space, you rescue them, and if they were in a plague space, you have to put them in quarantine, otherwise they go straight into your estate. And then step 3 is you get a chance to fight the plague, but fighting the plague requires fire, because you've got to burn things down. That increases your popularity. If you don't have fire, you take a rat. Rats are negative points at the end of the game. I don't believe there's a way of getting rid of rats.
Didn't see anything.
No. And then step 4, you've got 2 choices. You either use the action of the space, or you repopulate the space. So if we just have a quick look at the board here, the cost to repopulate a space is printed at the top, but as well as paying that cost, you also need a wagon. So for my couple of games that I've had earlier today, you will not be repopulating a space at the start of the game. It'll probably be round 3, 4, maybe something like that. But what I will tell you is repopulating a space uses a wagon. That wagon is 1 round only. So if you buy a wagon on round 4 and use it on rounds 4, then 5, then 6, you will only be repopulating 3 areas. I say only, that might be fine, because one of the areas is worth like 17 points, 19 points, okay? But you've got 5 of these markers. If you want to use all 5, you might need to buy a second wagon or something like that. Okay, so just don't leave buying a wagon too late. We'll talk about the rest as we go along. So yellow, Robert.
The later wagons, do they become more expensive than the ones?
They become, no, but they become worth less points.
Right.
Yeah. So these wagons are seeded. There's 2 stacks of them, and they are within each stack numbered 1 to 5 on the back. Yeah. So the number 1 wagon. Let's just zoom in on the board. There you go. The number 1 wagon here is worth 6 points. There is worth 5, but they are quite expensive. Okay. Now, because we shouldn't look at this, but just to give you an idea, there you go. 1 wooden 2 points. So a lot cheaper, but worth a lot less points. I can't remember what the number 3 is. So I do remember the number 1s were both quite expensive. Right, We've slid these up offset from where they should go, just because these two over the other side of the table couldn't see these icons here because of the angle. So that's why these are not quite in the position they should be in. Right.
It answers the questions about the theme of the game.
The theme of the game.
Oh, yes, we are trying to save lives, but only to also come out on top ourselves and be the richest and most powerful once the city's rebuilt.
Yes.
Because, priorities here, people.
We are the role of noble families with land holdings in the countryside around Messina. So we don't even live here.
Yeah.
We're attempting to rescue people from the plague, putting infected people in quarantine, putting uninfected people to work in their estates. As the plague worsens, we will build small independent communities while attempting to control the plague with fire. Basically, victory points, whoever has the most at the end will win, and there is quite a lot of endgame scoring as well. So, Robert, you're first,
Right.
and your first thing is, you can choose any area on the board you want to, and you place your lieutenant standing up in that area.
Yeah. So
My top tip
Yes.
is choose an area with a person that isn't plague-ridden,
Right.
because then you get the person,
And they can go to work straight away. They
and
don't have
you
to
get
go-
them
yeah.
exactly, and
Remember, you need
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
destroy
so I
the
go for the
plague.
fire because that gets me. That's
So-
going to get me
So-
to fire,
Yep.
So step
and it gets me
two,
a person.
you rescue the person.
Lovely.
Now that is a craftsman, so the
Right,
craftsman goes on any of the craftsman spaces,
Grounds.
depending on where you want to put them,
So that one can upgrade a person,
Yeah.
such as this craftsman.
such as the craftsman. But only when you activate
I'll
that.
go for the build one.
Yep, so that goes there. Step 3, if there was plague, you would now fight it. And then step 4, you either repopulate or you take the action.
I'll have some
In
fire,
your case,
please.
you take the action, you get 2 fire.
Spot the old fire.
Thank you.
There you go. That's it.
All right. Red is me.
Red is you.
So I will drop here.
Rescue the aristocrat.
I will rescue this noble and his large purse full of gold
Typical
coins.
Rob.
And pop him safely here. Make him.
Now, who shall I rescue? Shall I rescue that poor pauper sat there with a carrot, or that guy there with the big bag of gold?
Big bag of gold, and now a fresh bruise in the back of his head, and a strangely empty wallet. I'm the good guy.
And the action here is you move up on the city track. So there's 3 of these. I'm calling them tracks. They're not called tracks in the rulebook. But they unlock various benefits. And one of the benefits of moving up the city track is your extra lieutenants. Right, my go. Where am I going to go? First action. See, I could go there, but that ability isn't actually that useful because it would move my overseer on the nun space up. I think fire is a good shout. I'm going to go here. We're going to rescue this craftsman. We are going to put this craftsman here. And then I'm going to choose the action to gain 1 lumber and 1 fire. That is me done.
Well, I think I might get a nun.
Let us know in the chat if you have already played this, or if you haven't played it, have you pre-ordered it?
Yes, I'll go for a nun. So if I go there,
Yep.
I rescue
You
the
rescue
nun.
the nun.
She comes to...
Just to check,
Yeah.
we can freely move these out, but they can't be moved back in again.
So once they are here, you can move them at any time to a workshop, once you've built a workshop.
Yep.
Or you could move them from here when you repopulate. You can also move them from a workshop to repopulate, but you can't move them from one workshop to another workshop.
Yep. Okay. So once they're in the workshop, that's it until they go back to the.
They can
city.
repopulate, yeah.
So I could upgrade my nun or my workman. So that one's saying if the workman was upgraded and they were...
Yeah, let's
working
just zoom in on this. So this is there's 3 workshops. This is the pile of workshops for craftsmen, the pile of workshops for aristocrats, and the pile of workshop for nuns. What this is saying is, if you put a craftsman in here to work, you'll generate a gold. If it was an upgraded craftsman, you get an extra gold and 2 points. So it costs you 2 wood to build this building. You can put either type of craftsman in it, but the upgraded craftsman gets you more of a result. And the infinity it just means at the end of the round. So in production, at the end of each round, the workshops will run.
Yeah, that second one, that's just 2 victory points, whether it's advanced
Whether it's upgraded or not.
and
that one is a nun generates fire, or an upgraded nun would be a fire and 2 points.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to upgrade my craftsman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the end of that.
And let's just have a quick look at the city. Repopulating some of these spaces require upgraded people, and not just
Quite a lot of them do, actually, don't they?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, a lot of them do.
Right, so I'm going to do a little fun one here. So he's going to go here, rescue the nun,
Yep.
and I will pop the nun here. I'll then trigger the ability. I'm going to take a gold,
Yep.
and I will move the green
The green, the overseer in the
over
aristocrats district.
to here. I will
That
then
space allows you to trigger
build.
either of the adjacent ones.
Yep, but someone has to be there to
Yep.
do it. So I build that one,
This one.
the middle one.
Yeah, cost
for
you
the
one gold.
The one gold I just earned. Pop that there.
Now you can move them in at any time. You can move them in just before production if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'll hold them there just for now,
Just
just
in
in case I
case.
end up moving to there and want to build again.
Unlikely, but you could.
But that should now pay out 2 VPs a turn for the rest of the game until I stick him on
Yes. Okay, so I'm thinking. Oh, and we reveal the next
there.
building.
Winning 2 gold and an upgraded
It's an
guy.
expensive building.
But it does get you 1 jump on the...
Every round if there's an upgraded aristocrat in there. Yeah. Which is quite nice. So yeah, there's also these. So
Because there are the ports as well.
there's the ports as well, because this is an extra space. You can't get the boat from here, you've got to go there. So it's 1 space further. Now the interesting thing with the plague on the boat is it goes anyway. If you go on the boat, you can fight it, spend a fire, get a popularity. But if you don't fight it, you get a rat. But either way, it goes. And you get the boat. And your 2nd, 4th and 6th boat gets you a bonus. And there's also end game scoring potentially for boats. So boats is a thing as well. But I think, yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here. So I'm going to a plague-ridden area of the city. I'm going to rescue this nun, but because she's come from a plague area, she has to go into quarantine. So on your player board, you have 4 quarantine spaces. You put them in any of them, but you put them on the 1 space. At the end of the round, they'll move to the 2 space, and then at the end of that round, they'll move to your estate. So I've taken that. Then I am going to spend the fire to fight the plague, and every time you do that, you move up on the popularity, and that popularity space gets me a gold. And then I'm going to choose the action of to build, and I'm going to build. Oh, I was going to build that one, but now I'm thinking of building that one. No, I'm going to build this one. So these are quarantine house upgrades. And basically, what it means is I'm going to spend a wood. So while this nun is in quarantine, she's going to generate fire for me. So that happens in production. So at the end of each round, as long as there is somebody in that building, I'm going to generate a fire. Is my go done?
Okay, Robert's last one.
So if I had 1 money, is there anything I can build? Oh, that needs turning.
To reveal that for 1 money, yes.
I could build. I could build one of those,
that.
but I haven't got anyone in quarantine.
You've nobody in quarantine,
yet.
no.
So I was thinking I might go for that one.
Yeah, I mean that's going to get you a gold as well. Oh, that's the gold that you meant.
This would, if I went for that, I'd get a gold, and I could do a build from here.
Yep.
But I'm not sure if I want to build a quarantine hut yet, so...
You don't have to build. In fact, you don't even have to move the overseer if you don't want to.
Right.
You could leave it where it is, I believe.
So, so I'll go for there.
Okay.
I haven't got anyone in quarantine.
Nobody to rescue.
So there's
no plague.
Yes. So I get 1 money.
You get 1 gold.
Thank you.
And you may advance your craftsman overseer.
Yes, I might as well.
Okay.
So.
Yep. And then you may trigger that ability if you want to.
Build this one.
Yep.
So I want to put someone in quarantine soon.
Rob, your 3rd and final lieutenant.
I jump here. Right, save another noble.
Yep.
Who I'm going to tuck in there. And then I get a gold. And I advance this to here and trigger the nuns action and get fire.
Your resources just here, just so we can see them.
So I have fire.
You have fire. Okay, right. So my third and final worker. I'm not sure there's anybody left to save. Well, there is.
I just spent that gold on
You did spend the
building
gold, yeah.
everything.
Yeah, he's popped it over there. I could save this person, but then...
You get
Yeah, I'd get a rat because I've no more fire.
the first few rats are very low level in terms of
They are.
tests.
They are, but
You start to get severe growth.
it's still a rat.
Is that?
So, I think... Yeah, okay. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to take a major fire token. Now, what a major fire token does, when I use it, it allows me to get rid of one plague token and an adjacent one, which means I'd move 2 up on the popularity track. Right, we are done. So we do end of round. Last chance to put people on workshops.
Yep, off you go, Mr. Noble.
And then we do production. So we'll do my production first. I have a nun in quarantine, generating me 1 fire. You've got an aristocrat in your workshop, generating you 2 points. You are red. And
I've got an empty quarantine.
you've got an empty quarantine
Nobody
house.
in it.
So that's production. That is production done.
Bish bash bosh.
I think that's it. Yeah, things generate. Oh, anybody on the board that's in an area with plague dies. That's that. We move the round counter on, and I'm using the black round counter just so you can see it clearly. Workers lay down, because now they are not blocking those spaces anymore. We've done that. Turn order. So in round 2, the turn order is decided by this track, and it is blue, red, yellow. So blue, red, yellow. That's there. 5, we reveal a new harbour tile and we get a boat.
Craftsperson.
So it's up there. So we get a boat there, which comes with a plague cube. And we also add to the city. So this goes in the first space, clockwise from where that boat has just gone. And I think there's 6 spaces. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 8.
I think it's
Does it go there?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, what Robert's doing.
Oh, right. Okay, 2, 3.
Do you want to check?
I'll check. Where is it?
It's on the back
6.
page
That would
of the-
make sense.
Yep.
That was
Yep,
right.
got it. Okay.
Oh, I remember it.
So that goes there. I mean, it's all printed on here. Then we do the plague. So we need plague cubes, standing up rats. Everywhere that there's a rat standing up.
Plague, 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 plague.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah, because there's 4 standing ups currently.
Right. So, Robert, you're doing craftsman. So craftsman on pink. You're doing aristocrats. Aristocrats on white, and nuns on blue.
You pass me a stack of them all, the aristocrats.
Don't have enough nuns over here. Let's give it some nuns. Right, nuns on blue. And if there was already somebody there, they stack. Right, it's easy. Down here.
Just 3 whites, I think. Yeah, then there are only 2 whites to begin with. So
Okay. So that's round 2. Now we just have a quick look on here because things go slightly different. Round 3 is going to be the same, but in round 4 we're going to get 2 boats. We're going to double the plague, and then in round 5 we get 2 boats. We're going to change these tiles here in round 5, but from round 5 onwards it costs 2 fire to get rid of a plague, and then in round 6 there is no plague and no people.
Yep.
Arriving. Okay, so that's the sort
they've
of
all already fled.
Yeah.
We're just rebuilding the city.
sequence of events. The disc tells you which direction of rats to put the plague cubes on. Yes. Yep. Okay, right. I think we're done. That's that sequence.
Ship seeded.
So it is the next round.
We've done that.
So next round, here's how it's slightly different. Now that we're on the board, you basically pick one and move it. If you move to an adjacent hex, it's free. But if you want to move it any further, it costs 1 gold for each hex beyond the first.
Put as well.
You can stay put.
Yep.
If a lieutenant is lying down, they are not blocking the space.
Okay.
So Robert, you can go here, but as soon as you go there, you stand up, and then you are blocking the space.
Yep.
So
then Paul's blue has to move out. Mm-hmm. I'm not having that. Can we call you Robbie at this point?
You can, yeah.
Okay, so Robbie has to move his one out. So off you go, Robert.
There is an option where instead of doing that, you can simply take a lieutenant off the board and get 1 gold. But that's quite inefficient, but you might have to do it and you might want to do it. Yeah. Right then. Okay.
Rock and or roll.
Yep. Oh, my quarantine person moves across.
Oh, yes. Well, I haven't got any.
It's me, isn't it?
It's you.
I was thinking it was you, but it's me.
Robbie goes first.
Right. Oh gosh, I hadn't thought about that. Right. So I'm happy with that. I've got fire, but I've also got major fire. So where can I use that major fire? There are places that I can use it. And I probably should, even though it might make it better for somebody else. Yeah. Okay, so there's not that much plague, is there?
Yes, it's entirely overblown in the media.
It's
just the the 1347 liberal media blowing this out of proportion.
It's just a conspiracy by the people who rule us.
That's it.
To get us to agree
exist.
to move out of the city.
What's this black cube in the corner? Oh yeah, that's the plague. That's going to kill you. Well, it looks like a black cube to me. No, don't go near it. Okay, so I think I'm going to move from there to here. Okay, I'm going to rescue this nun who goes into quarantine. I am then going to use my major fire to clear that one and that one, getting me 2 popularity, which gets me a bonus. Now, technically speaking, according to the rules, I don't get that bonus immediately. I get that bonus in the next step when I'm about to do my other stuff.
Okay.
And you can do it in any order, really. I'll do it now. And I will advance 1 on... no, it's... What bonus was it? It was that. That was it.
You can go on either of the lower 2 tracks.
So you're already upgrading once on the church track.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll go there. And then I do this action, which is to move there. So that icon there means I get to upgrade one of my overseers. So your overseers on your player board are this side up, but you can upgrade them by flipping them over, which makes them better when they then move people around.
Is that the only way of upgrading your overseers?
That icon.
Yep.
So wherever you see that icon, there's one there, and there's one there.
Is there a third? Or?
I think that might be it.
Some of these might have that icon.
I don't think they do. If anybody in the chat knows, are they the only ways you can upgrade your overseers? Which one do I want to upgrade? I don't know. I'm looking on the board to see what's available, and it's not really that good. So I'm going to upgrade my craftsman overseer to the side. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I'm done.
Fantastic. So I'm going to stand up my man here.
And stay there.
I'm going to vigorously rescue this nun.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop her there. And then I am going to take a gold. No, I'm not. Sorry. I'm going to move one on the red track. Sorry, I'm looking at completely the wrong part of the map.
This one.
Yes, that's the thing.
Another thing you can do, you can spend gold to advance on either of these 2 tracks. So when it's your turn, you can spend 1 gold for each lieutenant you currently have to move forward on one of those 2 tracks.
So currently it's 3 gold.
So it's currently 3 gold. We'll move you on there. I did that in the solo game I played this afternoon. At one point, I think I had 9 or 10 gold. So I just went, I'll buy 3 spaces.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, right.
Don't go where I was going to go.
Wow.
Oh yes, the mantra of the board game.
Yeah.
The mantra of the worker placement game. Don't go.
I've always said anybody is more than welcome to come around this house at any point. I'm very open, very welcoming. You can come and play games with me. But if you go on the spot I was going to go, then we're going to fall out.
That cost me nothing.
Cost you nothing?
First I rescue this noble.
Yeah, before Rob gets to him.
Let's go for a build again.
Stop kidnapping nobles or I can kidnap them.
No plague to fight. Then I get 1 lumber and 1 gold, please.
A lumber and a gold. There we go.
Thank you.
I'm glad you went there. Because my combo, I think, works. So I am going to move this one 2 spaces. So that costs me a gold.
Yep.
I rescue this craftsman who goes there. This might not even work. It should work. Then I get a gold. So I'm going to choose the action. So I get a gold. And then I move my craftsman overseer. And now, because my thing has been upgraded, I get to do both of those things.
Yep.
So first of them, one of them upgrades. Doesn't matter, we'll upgrade that one. And then I get to do the build action. And I have 2 gold, which means... I'm going to build this quarantine upgrade house and put it there. God, it's really expensive, but it's good. It's a good one.
Very nice.
And that flips over. Yeah. So she's going to be generating 2 gold and a point for me.
Yum yum.
While she's in quarantine.
Right. Now I am going to stand up here.
Stay where you are.
Stay where I am. I get... So there's no one to rescue, no place
No
to
plate to
plug.
fire it.
I get a gold, and I get to move this along.
Yeah, so if you can see on Rob's board, the first space, you start here, the first space has to be there. Second space, you now have a choice. Now this overseer will start walking, do a complete tour, end up here and come back in, or there and come back in, and then they're stuck. So you have to make a decision now. I don't know which way you're going to go.
Because I've got people in here and not here, I choose to go this
you
way.
choose to go that way.
I then pay a gold to do the ability, which is pay a gold to move forward on the red track.
Which gets you your extra
reveals
worker.
me my 4th worker. So I now have 4 actions each turn during the main worker placement.
And the only downside is the cost to move up on the tracks.
Yep.
There is no downside to having extra workers other than that. And in fact, the expensive areas to repopulate require you to spend one of your unused workers. Okay, right. Robert. Oh, Monica's invited us all round to hers because she's getting an apartment. So we're all going round in 2023. Cool.
Oh, yes.
Send me an Outlook calendar invite, and I'll put it in there.
I'm going to stand up here. Oh, I've got that one as well. So that one doesn't look...
You have fire.
Yeah. So I could go... Yeah, let's go to this one. That costs nothing to move 1 space.
So you get
rescue
that,
this one.
who goes into quarantine, but that's fine because you've got
they can now start producing in my quarantine place.
I name you Carpenter.
Then I fight the plague by using this fire.
So the plague cube comes off, you become popular,
Well, thank you.
get a gold.
Brilliant. I've got one here, thank you. Yep. And then I do the action. So
get
I
2
get
lumber.
2 lumber. Thank you.
Right. So what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing here. And I've no gold. Oh no, I could go here. Oh, yeah, let's go there. So I go there. We're going to rescue this aristocrat who's going to go into quarantine. We then spend the fire to fight the plague, moving me up there, which gets me a thingy move. That's move one of my overseers. And I get 2 fire. So I move one of my overseers. Now this is actually a little bit of a waste just because of where I've put them. But whatever, I'll do it. So moving to there, I actually get to activate 2 in this region instead of just the 1. But I've only got the 1 and you can't activate the same one twice. So I upgrade him. Done.
Okay. So I am going to stand him up. And I think I'm going to try this. So I move 1 to there for free.
Yep.
Then I
pay a gold to move to the dock.
there.
So the dock is slightly different in that there can be multiple players standing up at the dock.
I use the fire to kill the plague.
So you gain a popularity and get the gold back.
Yep.
And you get the boat, which gets you 3 gold.
And spices, by the looks of it.
Yeah, so we're playing with the basic rules today. There are advanced rules where the actual type of goods on them is important.
Okay.
But for you just collect it. Now, the 1 boat are 3 money. 2 boats are 2 money and I think a point. And the 3 boats, I think, are 1 money and 2 points.
Okay.
Something like that. So the balance between points and money changes. Robert, your last one. And then you get to go with your 4th one.
Probably time to do got loads of stuff. I probably want to do a build. So I can do a build here. Yeah, I'll do a build. So let's move to here.
Move to here and choose to do the build action.
Yes.
What would you like to build?
So yeah, I want to put someone to work in one of these workshops,
Okay.
I think. So
Well, there's an upgraded craftsman workshop.
yeah, that would get
Quite
me
nice, and you do have 2 wood.
get me some money every
Yeah.
round.
Money and
So
points.
I'll go for that. Yep.
Okay.
Thank
Now,
you.
although there's 6 slots by the side of your
So that
playboard,
costs-
you can have more than 6,
So
apparently.
pay 2 wood to
Yep.
build that. Put my upgraded
Upgraded craftsman
craftsman
in there.
in there.
There you go. Nice. Your last worker.
Yes. So I knew another one comes on. He can now drop him wherever I like.
Wherever you want.
So I'm going to drop him in here.
Yep.
Rescue me another noble.
Another aristocrat.
Yep. And then I get a wood and a fire.
Okay. Now, we've not talked about these scroll tracks. Are you two happy you know how they work?
It's 1 VP. It's 1 to 4 VP for each building, each boat, or each city being settled.
And you move up these tracks with the scroll, which is quite rare.
So why did
Where is the scroll?
Well, there's
you've got
one there.
One.
There's one there. There's one there.
Right.
There's none.
And there will be one on a building that comes out. But that's pretty much, they're quite rare.
Yeah.
I'm putting him on the build action.
Okay.
Because although that one's gone, all of these can activate
Yeah.
there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all done.
Yep.
End of round 2. Production. So we'll do mine first. I get a fire, 2 money and a point. Fire, 2 money and a point. I have no workshops, so that's my production done. Rob?
I get 2
You get
points.
2 points. Robert?
Let's do this one first. I get 1 wood from
One
that
wood.
one. I've got some
You got
wood
one there? Yeah.
And then this one here, he is upgraded, so I get 2 money and 2 points.
Okay, right, that's production done. Oh, and also, if there is an upgraded person in production, you get an extra point.
Yes.
Good to remember.
Forgotten about that. Then, quarantine people move across. So this lady becomes available and goes there, and then these 2 slide across. And if you've got anybody in quarantine, they move across. Next step, we move that down. Everybody now lies down. Everybody go to sleep. Right, step 3. Any citizens on the board in plague areas?
Yep. Look.
Dave's dead.
I
Right.
managed to
Well, maybe there are a few cases in the sea, but something worth panic about.
Okay, turn order. Popularity. It's me first, then it's red, then it's yellow.
Oh, same order.
So no change to the turn order. We get a boat.
Yep. Which one of these 2?
Noble zone.
Here.
Okay,
Okay.
so we get a boat.
Choo choo, and yep, 3 gold and
Is that what noise boats make?
Yep, choo choo.
They're steamboats.
Nobody's got any rats yet.
In 1347.
And we have a new tile. So this is going to arrive there. Okay. Okay. And then done the boat, done the thing. Right, plague. So plague cubes on rats looking right.
Rats to the right. Rats to the left of me, rats to the right of me, but it's that one. And that one. And that one. And that one.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay, right. So nuns orange, craftsman blue, aristocrats pink.
Can you pass some more aristocrats over to me, please, Robert?
Some more nuns. So nuns orange.
It's 2 more.
Aristocrats red, was it, you say?
Aristocrats are the purpley, pinky, magenty, reddy.
I'm a bloke, they're red. And that's it, actually. It's a lot of blues, but
Blues.
Craftsman. So we've got 4 of those now.
2,
Okay.
3.
And it is still
4 at the top.
Yeah, normal rules apply for this round. Okay, so me first. Now, I'm happy with the fire. We've got some fire. I need more. Now, I can't move these people around, I don't think, although I'd like to have that one in there. I can't do that. I'm going to have to build a wagon at some point, and I'm going to need to get some wood at some point, and there is some wood there. So I think we're going to go here. We're going to rescue this aristocrat, which is going to go there. We're then going to do the action, which is to get 2 lumber. And that is my go.
Okay.
Done.
So my first action, I'm going to stand up this guy here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to burn the plague out.
Well, you rescue the citizen first.
Rescue citizen first.
Who goes into quarantine.
I burn the plague out.
Which moves you up on the popularity track, which gets you either city or church.
Yep. And now I do the action. I get 1 city from there. I'll take a 2nd city from my bonus, so it's 2
nice.
on there.
So you're almost at the 5th worker spot.
Yep.
It's the way to do it. Okay. That's a very good question from Running Solo. What music would one accompany with playing this game? I don't know. I'm not hot on music from the 14th century. Duran Duran weren't around then, were they?
Let's see.
I think they were a bit later than that.
That's 2 steps. I can afford to move a bit more now.
Rob's got his thinking face on.
Yeah. Quite like to get there, so let's.
If somebody wants to Google rat-themed music or
let's
music to
try
play
going
when there's a plague.
1, 2.
So you have to spend a gold.
Spend 1 gold.
Stand him up.
Stand up.
Thank you.
Rescue the nun, and then
Okay.
I say do a build action. Oh yeah, because nobody's got a wagon yet, have they? So nobody can repopulate any areas yet.
I don't know. I think something with light, tingly piano music. The rats scuttling along. Sorry, scuttling along.
Let's go there. Okay, rescue the nun, and then I can do a build action. So maybe something. Is that one any good?
It's all good.
That helps me.
It requires
to
an
move up that
upgraded
track.
aristocrat. It's very expensive, but every round you would move up this track. So there are points at the end of the game based on where you are on these tracks, but this one also gives points at the end of the game for whoever's the furthest ahead, second ahead. But this is the one that you'll lose on if you've got any rats.
Yep.
Be an interesting game if none of us get any rats. We're all avoiding it so far. Oh, apparently there's a Russian opera entitled A Feast in Time of Plague. Yeah, that will definitely work.
Yeah, I'll go for this one.
Yeah,
So
like I said, Duran Duran had the song "Hungry Like the Rat." I think that was the B-side.
And I won't put anyone in yet, but I might move them.
You
just
might
before
later.
Production.
Yeah. Okay. Back to me.
Yep.
So it's a fairly obvious move, but it isn't clearing the plague. But I think I need to do it. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to rescue this craftsman who goes there, and then I'm going to choose that action, which moves me up on there. And that's it. I got all this fire and I'm not using it.
My action.
Yeah.
I'm going to move him to here.
Yeah.
Rescue this worker who's going to go on the wooden gold action.
You're going to move up the city track by any chance?
I'll move up the city track and unlock my 5th worker.
5th lieutenant. Yeah.
Lieutenant Quintus is reporting for duty.
Yeah. When we finish this game, we'll then have a look at the advanced rules, and we'll just go through what they are because they look quite interesting. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just spotted them. Bit far away
so
from
that
me.
would give me a... Yeah, that's quite good. I'll pay you money
You're going to do it?
to go down there. 1, 2.
So you rescue those 2 citizens.
So first I have to pay that money.
Yep.
Then I rescue them.
Yep. Put them in your places.
So you can go there. You can go... let's go for that one.
Okay. And then, presumably, you do the action of the space, which is get a gold.
Yes, please.
And move your nun overseer.
Yes. So it moves
One
there,
space and can
activates
activate,
her.
which
I
is
get
get a
one
fire.
There's
Get
a
a fire.
fire. Thank you.
Okay, right.
Fire token.
We are all good. So back to me. I got this one left. I mean, I've got the gold to move further if I want to. It's just... And I think I do. I think I'm going to spend a gold to go through here to here. So I rescue this citizen who goes into quarantine. I put him to work. Then I spend a fire to get rid of that, moving up here. And then I do the action, which is a gold and a fire. Done.
Okay. I'm going to move him. I'm going to jump him to here and take a couple of fire.
Yep.
And that's it.
And then, Robert, your last one.
So I could fight that. That would take some of my fire and move my green. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I can build something. Yeah, I'll move from here to here, so that's
Plus your gold.
an extra step.
Yep.
There
You rescue
we
the
go.
nun who goes into quarantine.
Yep.
Do you want to get rid of the plague?
Yes, please.
You fight the plague.
That's what it's all about.
Moving you up on here. So that moves you up on either the city or the church.
Yeah, so...
What are they called? Registers? I think they're called
yeah,
registers
they're
in the
called
rulebook.
registers. So, which ones affect turn order? That one's going to affect the turn order fairly soon.
In
isn't
round
it?
5.
So yes, I'll move up on the middle one, please, and it gets me a bit closer to an extra
city track.
meeple.
Yep. And then, Rob, for your last one.
2. I've got 2 more.
You got 2 more.
Yeah, because I've got my 4th and my 5th.
Oh,
So he
don't rub it
stands
in.
up. I'll do one move just to there.
Moving your
Yep.
church overseer to there, getting you any one of those 2 bonuses.
Yep. And that's upgrade anyone, isn't it? Not
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
nun. So I'm going to choose to upgrade this guy here. So he's
Nice.
now getting me 3 VPs. a
Yes.
turn.
Yep.
And then for my 5th action, oh no, sorry, yeah, that is Messina.
Yep.
I'm going to drop him in here and build, and I'm going to build. Oh, thank you. I'm going to pay 2 gold and a wood to build that middle quarantine building,
That one.
which gets me, I think, 1 of everything.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay, right. End of the round, production. So I get a fire. I get 2 coins. And I get a point.
Okay, I get a coin of fire and 4 points.
I move this nun
Yep.
into here just in time,
Just in time.
so she can make a fire, and I also get a wood from this one,
Yep.
and
And you
this
get
one makes 2
2
money
coins and 3 points.
3 points.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's production done. So end of the round. We've done the production. Quarantine people move across. So that one is going to go there, and that one is going to go there. Then we advance the round marker to round 4. Everybody lies down.
So Paul, just to check,
Yeah.
the red track I'm on,
Yep.
Those are victory points at the end of the game.
Victory points at the end of the game.
And is anything else triggering?
The banners are for the advanced rules. I don't know what the lightning bolt there is.
Okay.
I'll need to check that because nobody's got that high yet. It says, take any action from any hex in Messina. So when you arrive there, there's an immediate bonus of any action from the board.
Splendid.
Where are we up to?
Sorry.
That's all right.
So have you moved the block down?
Move the block down.
Oh, sorry. I didn't move him along.
Yeah.
So.
Do people die? Anybody on the board that dies? Yes. Dead. Dead. Right. Turn order this time is based on victory points.
This one should be lying down as well.
Yeah.
Are we on to fourth turn already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be... It's a quick game.
Shooting through.
We'll have time for a quick game of Through the Ages afterwards. So red, yellow, blue.
Oh, splendid.
Okay. We have 2 boats arriving. So we flip over 1 token, but we get 2 boats at that location.
Right.
It will be down there, because that's the only one that hasn't actually been used.
Oh, boom, boom. So victory point and 2 gold if you take either of those.
Yeah.
I need to come with
Plague. Okay. We get a new hex, which will go here, I believe. And now we get 2 lots of plague. So what we do is we rotate it, we do plague, and then we rotate it again and do plague again. So rats facing left.
Do we seed more people or just
No.
People just on the second one?
People on the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
So rats facing left. There will be enough cubes for this.
That way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. And then, before you put any others on, it will be standing up rats. How many cubes are left?
5.
So if there's more than 5, we don't put any on.
1, 2, 3. I count 5, I think.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just enough, which is bad, but good for those of us with fire.
It was supposed to be quite a big pandemic when it happened.
Yeah, I heard about it. It was in the news. I think the BBC reported it.
It was written up in all the monthly
Right.
chronicles.
So now we do nuns on pink, craftsmen on white, aristocrats on orange.
Some more aristocrats, please.
Where's all the
I
nuns
think I
gone
must
again?
pass all the aristocrats over because
It's a bit hard.
I'm
If
seeing
they're
them
upgraded, it's a bit
hard
hard
to
to
see.
tell what they are.
Yeah.
orange.
Right, here we are.
1,
Right.
2,
So nuns on pink.
4. And that's move any one of these one.
So it's move any one of them, but you can skip over a space.
Ah, brilliant. Okay.
So it's not quite move one of them twice. Right. So only three pink.
1,
So you're doing craftsman on white, and Rob, you did
2,
orange.
Yep. Craftsman on no more
3.
orange.
Right. Okay. So that's that done.
There's a couple.
Right. So this is the last round where you can fight the plague for 1 fire. Starting next round, it's going to cost you 2 fire, but you get 2 points whenever you do it. So this is kind of now the peak of the plague. We're never going to have more plague cubes on the board than this. None of us have built a wagon yet.
I think it's just thinking in how quickly this game actually goes.
Yeah, and none of us have got a rat yet. So yeah, good news. None of us have got a rat yet. Bad news, none of us have got a wagon to repopulate any of the areas on the board. We also have double plague in an area. If there's double plague in an area, you don't have to fight both. You could just fight one and take a rat for the second one. Right then, off we go. Start of round 4. Red first.
Yes.
Red, find worker Rob.
I'm thinking.
So far ahead on that track.
Yeah. Right. This guy first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go 1,
Run away.
2, paying a gold.
Yeah.
I'm going to burn that.
Moving you up on the popularity track.
I'm going to set fire to this boat in order to get rid of the plague, which is a perfectly sane and rational idea.
Fight plague on a ship, isn't it?
Burn
So
the
fire
boat.
to something.
And add it to my collection.
That is your second, which means you get an overseer move.
Oh, fantastic.
Your second, fourth, and sixth boat. There's another rule that I said to myself at 7 o'clock. Don't forget to tell them this rule. But whenever you do the build action, you can pay 1 token to remove, to cycle the top buildings to the bottom of the stack.
Either those three.
Either those three or those three.
Yeah.
You may do that if you want to.
Is that 5 and 6 VPs for those?
Yes.
Right,
But you've no wood.
Yeah, I'm certainly currently rather short on wood. So what I will do is move this one to here.
Activating one of those.
This none.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flip just one of these nobles, I think.
Yep. Brian.
Yep.
Brian is now upgraded, Brian. Okay.
That's my turn, yep.
Well done.
Yep.
Yellow.
I'll stand this one up to rescue
Stay
this
there.
one, who
Yep.
goes to quarantine.
Goes to quarantine.
And he can start in that little
Are
woodwork
you
hut.
going to fight the plague?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
So
Gaining a
that
popularity.
goes off.
Over here.
Oh yeah.
Unlimited supply of plague cubes.
Yeah, and
I need to
then
look at where I'm
I
going.
could build a repopulate, but I think I will build because I haven't got a wagon. So maybe I should build a wagon.
That's what I'm going to do.
So
Absolutely what I'm going to do.
yeah, I'm going to build the 5-point wagon, which costs
2 wood. And that 5 points is immediate.
Lovely.
And then we
So
reveal the
where
next
should I
one.
put my wagon?
Here.
Right, lovely.
You flip it over when you use it and it'll flip back at the end of the round.
Yep.
Okay, so that's one of the build spaces used. There is another build space here. But I'm thinking
And there are build spaces on.
there's build spaces on there, which is probably what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to move.
Can you pass one of those things to put my... There's one at the...
You can have mine if you want. I'm done with mine.
Thanks.
I'm done with mine, so.
Yeah, I'm going to move to here, which is a free move. I'm going to rescue this aristocrat, who's going to go... I don't know. I'll put him there.
Yes, we did cover that you can spend 1 gold per worker you have to move up on one of the tracks.
Yes. Yeah, and I do have enough gold to do that. You do too?
Nice, so even though it cost me 5 because I got 5.
I am going to put it there. Right. So I've rescued the thing. There was no plague to fight, and now I'm going to do the action, which is a gold. And the green overseer, moves there, and I'm going to trigger that bonus, which is a build. And I'm going to build for 2 planks and a gold, the 6-point wagon. Moving me up to 8 points. I have a wagon. There we go. Now we can start looking at repopulating. Rob, back to you.
Yep. I'm going to.
Are we still having nun and rat puns in the? We are in the chat, which is fine.
I think the lieutenant war is.
Oh right,
yeah.
okay.
I'm going to send this one up. I'm going to burn that.
So you rescue them who goes into quarantine.
He goes into quarantine.
Yeah. Burn that for a fire.
Burn that for a fire.
Moving you up on here, getting you an aristocrat. An overseer move.
Yep. Which is going to be. Yes. I'm going to move this one, triggering the build action. I'm going to take the 2 gold middle one.
This one.
That's the one. Which will produce a wood and a VP.
Popular stack.
Yeah, it doesn't need any wood. Then I get 2 fire.
Okay. Yellow.
Yeah.
I was a little bit worried that things wouldn't be clear on here, but how are you two finding?
It's all
Yeah, so from the overhead camera, it might all look a bit samey, but playing it in person, this is a lot clearer than it might look.
So I think I would like some of that. I would like to get some wood. So why don't I go...
There's a nice space.
That's... yeah, that gets me some wood. That rescues a lady. And I can fight a bit more of the plague. So look, why not? Let's pay 1 to go 2 steps.
Yep.
1 money.
So you rescue the nun who goes into quarantine. You going to fight the plague?
Yes, please.
The plague has been fought. You get a thing. You get an overseer move.
Lovely.
And you get 2 wood.
That's great. So I can get the 2 wood before the overseer
Correct.
move
Yeah.
if I wish, so I might as well. And then I could probably... Yeah, I can't do a build. Any overseer, isn't it?
Any overseer. Yep.
Oh, I could do a build. So that moves me up on that track.
Ooh.
I'm going to move this one and activate that one to go up on the...
So you're using your scroll.
Yeah.
So you're going up on the 3rd.
Since
track.
it's not easy to get hold of that action.
Yeah, so that's 2 points at the end of the game for every repopulated district that you've done. Okay. Right, my go. I got some ideas, but I think this is best. Oh no, he's already stood up. It's the lying down ones that I need to be moving, not the stood up ones. Well, I'm going to go here. We're going to rescue this nun who's going to go into quarantine and work for me generating gold. We're then going to spend a fire to fight that, moving me up there, which gets me a lumber. And then I could, if I wanted to, I could repopulate that area. But I'd then be down to 2 workers. But it is 17
Tricky,
points. It is. No, I think I'm going to take this action here. So I get a gold, and I'm going to move this to there, and I get to do both of those actions. So I'm going to take another lumber and another gold, and then I get to upgrade somebody. Now at this point, I probably need to look on the board to see which areas I'm planning to repopulate. I'm not seeing many areas that need upgraded aristocrats. 1 there. Yeah, we'll take that one. There you go. We're going to upgrade an aristocrat. So I've got loads of money. I've got 6. It's not quite enough to get there. So, okay, that's me done.
I'm going to move him
you, Rob.
to here. No one to rescue. Burn down the plague.
Moving you 1 up on here.
And then I've got 1 on the church track, please.
1 on the church track.
Very much. Back to yellows.
Can't do that one.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I need to use this wagon.
So...
Right. I think I have a plan.
Let's go here. Rescue this
Rescue that.
noble. Ross the noble. Yep.
And then action or repopulate. You can't repopulate because it would need you to spend 1 of your unused workers for
Right,
the turn.
right, yeah. So
So
I
the
was
action
planning to do
is
the action
so you
anyway.
move 1 of your discs 1 space
So
and
let's see.
not activate it.
Well, I can move. I can skip a space.
Yeah,
can't I?
basically, it's move 1
So
of
if
your
I go
overseer
there
things.
with a non-upgraded,
Yeah.
it means I can do 1 on each side,
Correct.
can't
Yes.
I? So that's what I'll do. I'll go 1, 2, then Right, yes, I want to upgrade one of them. So I'll use this one
Yep. To
to
upgrade.
upgrade this craftsman.
Yep.
Upgrade. And then on this side, I'll do this one to get another money and
Money
another
and a wood.
lumber.
Yep.
Can I have a lumber, please?
You can. There you go.
Thank you.
Right. I am going to move to here. I'm going to rescue this one, who goes into quarantine. Have I done this right? I think I have. I am then going to spend a fire to fight the plague, making me more popular. Then I'm going to repopulate the district.
Oh.
So I spend my wagon, I spend a lumber, I use 2 aristocrats and an upgraded craftsman. Yeah, that's not worked out right. I did the wrong one. But then what I do is I take one of my markers and I put it on there. So that is going to be worth 13 points at the end of the game to me. But every time anybody uses this area, including me, I get 2 points. But if a plague cube ever goes in the area, I get a rat.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll sort of leave it towards the end, so you're not getting ratted.
Yeah. I'm done.
Yep.
I think, yeah, because I can't...
I'm going to move him to here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Burn that plague up on the blue.
Get in a lumber.
A plague cube.
Oh, yeah, must remember to keep track of him. And then I get another boat and 2 gold. And next guy. Ooh, expensive, but I think. Yes, we're going to go. That's my free one.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Jump across to there. So I rescue a somewhat plague-ridden young man.
Yeah.
Then I burn another plague.
Moving you up on here.
Then I gain a fire and a wood.
Okay. You're all done?
Yep.
I'm all done.
Yep.
You're all done.
Oh, yep.
Production. So I get a fire. I get 2 more money. I'm going to have to take a 3, aren't I? 2 more money and a point. Rob?
Okay, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
5 points.
Fire, a gold, and a lumber.
I get
Robert?
1 lumber, please, and 1 fire from that one, plus 2 money from that,
Yep.
and 5 points.
You don't
Because-
get those 2
Oh,
points.
no,
'cause
3
you're not
points,
upgraded.
3 points.
3
yeah.
points. 3 points for yellow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's production done. Quarantine people. Move along. There we go. Then we move on to round 5. Everybody lays down. Okay. Then anybody in an area. This person dies. This person dies. And that's it. Turn order is the city track. So it is red, yellow, blue. Okay. Then we have 2 boats. So we shuffle these. We poke one at random and we get 2 boats with plague on.
Full of plague.
It's down here.
Oh, yep. So there is a space.
There's 2 spaces.
No, as in the placing of that.
Oh, right.
The-
Yeah. It just goes next clockwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scroll or build.
There you go.
Okay, so now we're getting into the.
2 more boats.
Oh,
2 more
did
plague.
I get my VP for that when I took it?
I don't know.
No, I just took the 2 gold, I didn't take the VP.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. So that's the 2 boats done. We get rid of these now. So they have all gone, and they get replaced by
Oh, that's it.
2 buildings. Now these have instant effects on them. There we go. So yeah, you can see from these that there is an instant effect. Once you put that needs an upgraded none, that needs any kind of aristocrat, and that needs any kind of craftsman. Now, even though you put somebody in there, you get the instant effect. You can then send them out to repopulate. So that also happens in this round. We get one lot of plague rats to the left
Of them.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are not enough to place the next one because there's only 2 cubes left.
Yeah, you only do one anyway this time.
Oh, okay. It was just the last time that was level 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
and people. So craftsmen on orange, aristocrats on pink.
Have you got any more craftsmen?
Yes.
Still only count 3 reds, actually. Interesting.
Cute.
At least, yeah, that last one has to be a red then.
So I'm looking at nuns on white.
I need 2 more craftsmen.
2 more craftsmen?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're working their fingers to the bone.
There's lots of orange come out, hasn't there? Is that it for the white? Yeah, we're only counting 3. Okay, interesting. So a plague cube went on here, which means I get a rat. So the first rat in the game goes to me.
And does that immediately drop you down one on the blue track? Or is that at the end?
No, that's at the end.
Okay.
End of the game, yeah.
Okay.
Right, so from now on it costs 2 fire to fight a plague cube, but you get 2 points for doing so. There is now going to be, next round there will be 2 boats and another city tile, but there will not be any more plague cubes and there won't be any more people arriving. There we go. Johannes has just popped in. Just finished a game of Imperial Steam. Imperial Steam should be on the way to me. I was promised a copy, but it's not here yet.
Okay.
So, turn order. We've done turn order.
Yep.
Yeah, it is round 5.
Right, I'm going to jump this one into here. So I rescue him and he goes into this
Into
workshop.
quarantine, yep.
Then I spend 2 fire to burn the plague.
Yeah, so it moves you up here. You get either a city or a church.
I'll take the church, please.
Take the church.
Which then
gets
means I
you.
flip my nun,
Yep.
which isn't a euphemism for anything. I burn that cube. Then I can build, and I'll spend 2 wood to build the most victory point valued
Wagon.
wagon.
Oh yeah, wagon should have flipped back over. If you used a wagon, it flips back over at the end
Flip
of it.
your wagon.
1, 2, 3, 4. The wagon.
Yes, and that's everything.
Right. Yellow.
I'll repopulate this area.
So you stand up. Rescue.
Rescue this person.
Yeah. You can't fight the fire. Can't find the plague.
They have to go into quarantine.
Yep. So you get a rat
Thank you. Because I haven't got 2.
because you haven't got 2 fire, and then you're going to repopulate. So that costs you 2 wood, a craftsman, an aristocrat, and 2 nuns.
Craftsman, so I can use an ordinary.
You could use an ordinary
craftsman.
one, or you could use an upgraded one.
Use an ordinary craftsman.
Yep. There you go.
And aristocrat.
Yep.
So let's say it's this one. You can look after the aristocrats and 2 nuns.
2 nuns.
Yeah.
And then you put a thing on the space.
Let's say this one and
Right.
this one.
What's my plan? I've got to have a plan. Yeah.
Flip my wagon.
Okay.
Just to remind me, the double burn markers,
Yeah.
you still need 2 of them to burn
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Like
So you can. So here's the thing. If you wanted, because we're in round 5, if you wanted to burn these 2, it would require 2 of these. Okay. If you only had 1 of these and another one, you could use that as a normal one.
Gotcha.
So
Thanks very much.
right. I think I am staying where I am. I am standing up. I am rescuing Bob. Bob is going to get rescued and go here. And then I'm going to repopulate. So I spend 2 gold. I flip my wagon over. And I spend Bob, who's just arrived. But I've just come from there. He says, upgraded aristocrat. and a nun. There you go, and I've repopulated there. Done.
Blue, so it's back to me.
Yep.
I am going to hop up here, take 2 fire. I have to rescue this nun.
Mm-hmm.
There's no quarantine there, so I'll stick her over here. And that was it.
Not quite. Yeah. How much gold I got? 6. I've not done anything with the boats in this game. You've done 3.
Yeah.
First game I played, I think I did 2 boats. Look at these.
Got any build actions? I've got one build action there. So yes, if I stand this one up here,
You stay there.
I can rescue this
Yep.
guy, and he can go there. Now I'll go scrolly. And then don't fight plague.
Nope.
I can
Do the action
move
or repopulate.
any one of these things. So let's move this one. And that means I can do a build action. So I want to build a new wagon
Okay, which one?
for
One
that
wood.
one for 1 wood.
2 points. Got a second wagon.
And I also, so I've triggered that one.
Yeah.
So I can trigger one of these.
You're
Do I want
almost
to
got
go
that overseer back home.
Almost.
Yeah.
And that gives me 3
3 of
actions
anything.
on here.
No.
3 actions on
three of
here.
anything
right,
on
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Wherever they are.
So, do I want to go up on the church track? Doesn't seem that good, so I'll upgrade somebody. Who needs to be upgraded?
Okay. Yeah, I've got a plan.
I'll upgrade this nun.
Okay. All done?
Yep.
Right. So I'm going to stand up here. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to rescue this one. Put it in there. Then I'm going to do the action, which is to get a gold and move my craftsman overseer. Now this is interesting because I get to do both of those, but the 2 I get to do 2 in one and 1 in the other.
You get to do 2 in its home zone.
Oh, is it?
And
But how do you know what it's
neighbouring zone?
Oh, right.
Because
Okay.
It's a.
Because you know it's the brown
If
one.
you turn it over,
Yeah.
you can see that it's a craftsman overseer.
Yeah. It's still on
So it
that
gets
side as well.
2
So you're saying it's 2
activates
in
2
that
craftsmen in its own
and 1 in
home
its.
zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. In which case, I think that's probably what I was going to do anyway.
Unupgraded, it's 1 in each.
Yeah.
Upgraded, it's 2 in one and 1 in the other.
I get to do an upgrade. And then the one in this area will be this one,
Okay.
which is spend a gold to move up on the city track. And yeah, I will probably advance to here, but I'll hang fire for now. Okay, is my go done?
Yep. I'm going to activate him. I'm going to pay a gold because I want to move him 2 jumps. I'm going to go 1, 2
Yeah.
because I want that action, but I don't want to get hit with the plague.
Right. Yep.
So I move my nun 1. It's now an upgraded nun, so I get to do both
Same
of
as
these
mine.
and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one. So I upgrade the scroll for the boats.
You get a
I
fire,
take a fire.
and you upgrade one of
I
your.
upgrade one of my people, which will be this nun here,
Yeah.
to the advanced side. It's only when they're in a building you get the +1 VP.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. That was it.
Okay. Yellow.
I want to repopulate somewhere. Where can I repopulate? I don't want to sacrifice a person. So
Yeah. The people need to be sacrificed on all of the high point spaces.
So this one's quite good, but it gets me a rat. 2 rats isn't too
It's just
bad.
one small rat. So one rat is actually
Nothing.
okay. Well, you move 1 back on the popularity track, but it's no negative points at the end.
I could fight. I could fight that fire. So
Fight the fire.
You need
You
two
need 2.
flames. 2 flames to destroy 1 plague now.
of course I can't fight the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I move that one, then
That work?
to get some more people.
Where's the other one of those icons? Oh, it's over there.
So it costs me
That's me.
1 money. Oh, sorry. Cost me 1 money
No. Oh, to get to there.
1
yeah.
minute to go to there.
to go to here.
Yep. You rescue
Pay money.
the aristocrat who goes into quarantine. And if you didn't have enough quarantine space, they would be discarded. Okay?
Right.
You can't fight the plague, so you get another little rat,
Yes.
and then
And
you
then I
want
want
to
to
repopulate.
repopulate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I
So you
flip
spend an
my
upgraded
wagon.
nun
That's the upgraded nun.
and a craftsman
And this craftsman.
and 2 coins,
Was that a normal craftsman?
in normal or upgraded.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 money.
2 money, and you put your repopulation marker on there.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Right, my go. So I was a thinking, but then I changed my mind. So I am going to spend 6 money to move 2 spaces up on here to get my extra worker. Okay. Do we want to rescue somebody? Because then they'll go into there, and I will actually get something from. Because anybody you rescue this turn from a plague area, you will not get by the end of the game.
Yeah, that's what I hadn't thought
But
of. Yeah.
that person will generate me a couple of fire. So I think I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
So I stay here, which means I get 2 points. I then rescue this nun who goes into quarantine. I then spend 2 fire to defeat this. Now, that moves me up on the popularity track, but it also gets me 2 points. Has anybody else fought a plague this turn?
Don't think
Not
so.
yet.
Right,
No.
because it's 2 fire, but it gets you 2 points. That's moved me up on there, which moves me up on there. And I'll tell you what. I'm going to slightly change my mind and not have done that with 3 coins and then do it now. It doesn't change anything, apart from I've got 3 coins. Where am I? What am I doing?
You were triggering that one.
That was it. So I've just fought the plague, and then I can do the action because I can't repopulate because I've already.
Have you already taken the gold?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, chat, you're watching. If he's doing it again, then
Yeah, I don't think I took the wood and the gold. But yeah, let me know if I did. But I don't think I did. Right, done. Red.
okay. So the last 2 actions. So just to confirm, if I do this
I've got one as well now.
Okay. If I do this one,
Yep.
I have to discard
One of your unused workers. In other words, one that's still lying down.
Okay, that's fine. So I will pay a gold to move 2 and do that action.
It's not.
So it's 1. I pay.
It's 1 to there.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so it'd be 1
It is
gold, 2
yeah.
gold.
Boom.
2 gold to do there. Rescue the nun.
Will pop just in there temporarily.
Yeah.
Then I choose to reclaim the area.
Yeah. So it costs you a lumber.
Yep, it costs me
Flip a
lumber.
wagon over.
Flip my wagon over.
And it costs you 1 of each type of citizen plus this.
Plus him. Okay, so they just go back into the pool, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, and boom, I've repopulated the 19.
It's a big one.
In
Right.
theory, it goes back in the box, but if you want to pay to upgrade on these tracks, you're still paying as if it was one of yours, even though it's gone back in the
Oh,
box.
my
Do you?
work, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Do I think it says 2 points red? Do I now immediately get 2 points? Or?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
What do you know?
Why 2 points for red?
Yeah, Gino, what are you talking about, mate?
Yeah, I don't think you get the 2 points immediately. You get 2 points if somebody uses an area, but I don't think you get 2 points for building it. Not unless I've been playing it wrong. Repopulating an area, repopulation tiles. Whenever any hex is chosen by any player's lieutenant, including yours, you immediately score 2 points.
Did you destroy a plague?
Not there, no, there wasn't any plague there.
Did he burn a plague?
Not there. Did they burn a plague earlier on?
Yeah, let us know if he did a plague earlier on in the round.
Because I moved to there to do a build. I don't think I burned a plague there.
No, I don't think you've done a plague this
Fires.
round.
Pretty sure I hadn't burned a plague
Yeah.
this turn.
But Gino is saying that you did. If anybody else can confirm that, that would be great.
I think it might have been that. Do you think one was there, Gino?
Don't think there was one there because you didn't spend 2 flames.
There definitely wasn't one there.
No.
No, it's okay. Sorry.
Right, we're all good? Right, where am I going to go with this? It's the last placement.
On the second to last turn of the game.
And I only have 1 fire. So I can't burn any plague down. I've got lots of lumber. I could get another one of those. I've not really got a workshop yet. Oh, my nun's not upgraded. And other phrases you will only ever hear in board games. I do have an upgraded aristocrat though. That's quite nice. That's a nice juicy 4 points. Oh, choices. It was all right in round 1 where we just kind of put them anywhere, but now I can put them anywhere, and I'm looking at the board and I'm going, oh my god, look at all these choices. I mean, anywhere where there is somebody standing up is a no. City track.
Upgraded Nun. It's my new prog rock band name.
Yeah. I'm gonna just, I think, go here. And I'm just going to move up on the city track.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, right. So we're done. End of the round. Production. I get a fire. I get 2 gold. And I get a point.
Okay. I get a wood, a gold, and a fire.
And
5 VPs.
5 points.
I get 1 wood, 2 gold, and 3 points.
And you've got that stuff as well.
Which stuff? This stuff?
Yep.
I've done that. Yeah.
Wagons flip over. People come out of quarantine. Right, round marker moves on. People lay down. And any citizens in plague areas? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
They're all dead.
Right. Turn order this time is based on the church track. So it is
Blue, red, yellow.
blue, red, yellow. We get 2 boats. So we need another harbour tile and the final 2 boats.
It's up here. They each come with a plague.
Yep. Okay. And then the final tile will go here.
Are there only 5 then?
Scroll. Yeah.
Okay.
Rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get no plague, no people. So this is it.
Yeah, okay.
Last round of the game. Right then. So,
Wow.
yeah, gosh.
Gosh.
I have 1 wagon. I think it has to be done here. Nobody to rescue, no plague to fight, repopulate the area, flip my wagon over, stick that on there, spend 2 gold, 2 nuns, and 1 of my laying down workers, which will be this one. Happy with that?
An abbess would be an abbey.
Yeah.
Sorry, just the chat's gone off on a
Oh,
tangent.
right, okay.
Over to me.
We didn't add any plague, so yeah, there was no rats taken for districts that you've repopulated.
Awesome. I'll jump here. Burn down a plague.
So you get 2 points
2 points.
and a reputation, which gets you
A gold.
popularity, which gets you a gold.
Which clears that off. I then get another gold and move me nun.
So it's 2 nuns and a craftsman.
Yep, so the
Walk into a
craftsman.
bar.
Yep. Boom.
Gonna
Upgrade.
do the scroll. Yeah.
Yep, scroll from that one. I'll take. Well, I can only take these, so I'll take a fire.
Yeah. And upgrade a
Upgrade. No, it's a question,
citizen.
which one do I want to? There's not actually that many that need the upgrading ones, is there?
What am I going to do with all this?
Got 2 nobles upgraded. I'll upgrade a worker, just so I've got sort of 1 of each upgraded. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so many things I want to do.
So if I went there, I get 2 rats, wouldn't I?
You would get 2 rats because you can't fight
Yeah, can't
either of
fight any
those.
that.
Just 1 small rat.
Just a little hat, you like?
Yeah.
This is quite good. So if I go here, I can move my craftsman overseer, which gets me onto the triple thing. So I can do 3 actions.
3
on here.
of anything. Yeah.
So I would like.
How many repopulation
I would
tokens
like
do we have?
1
We have 5
upgrade.
each.
So I'm going to upgrade this one.
Yep.
And I might have a fire. Yes, I'll take 1 more fire.
Yep.
And I'll take a scroll.
Okay. Right. So that was for there.
That one.
Yeah. Right. So my go. I got 2 workers left. I need to be fighting the plague at least once. But I think city advancement good. I mean, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to stay here and just do that to do that. And then I spend, you're saying it's 4 gold, even though I don't have 4 lieutenants because I bought 1. Is that right?
Yes, because 1's gone back in the box.
Okay,
You
and
still
that
have to
counts.
pay.
Okay. So I pay for that one.
You get 5 repopulation token stitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Over to me.
Over to you.
Over to me. Right. Yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah. 3 lieutenants plus any you acquired during play, even ones that you acquired and then spent.
Okay.
I really wanted to move
I think
this.
this works.
I don't know why I haven't.
I'm going to spend a gold to do a move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 1, 2.
Oh, I've just noticed.
I'm going to burn out this one because I want the extra gold piece.
Okay, so you've spent.
2 fire to
So
burn
you
the plague.
move up on there.
Yep.
You get 2 points.
Which moves me up on
You
here.
get a scroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Up on there, and I
Nice.
get.
That's 4 points for every boat,
Yep.
and you get a point for the boat.
I get a point for the boat.
Okay. Nice. The boat strategy.
Very good.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realised I
Got
can't
two.
get another craftsman overseer move now because both of the spaces with them
Locked.
are locked. So that didn't work. We need a new plan.
Just looking what everyone else has got. Right. I think I'll go for this one. So, for this one to come here, nothing.
Nope.
One, 2
So
gold
2 gold to go there.
to get there.
You're going to fight the plague.
I am.
So you spend 2 fire. You get a popularity and 2 points.
Plague
It's gone.
goes back into
Yep.
the plague pool.
Build or scroll
Repopulate.
or repopulate. So 2 gold.
Flip one of them. I have to pay 2. Oh, I haven't got 2 gold.
It's 2 gold.
So can I backtrack
Of course you
that?
can.
1, 2.
3.
Was it here?
Yep.
So lying down there.
You get your 2 gold back.
Right. Okay.
We
No,
know-
I haven't spent 2 gold.
You spent 2 gold to.
Yes, to move there.
move.
Right. Yeah.
So we lose you the 2 points. You get your 2 fire back,
Right.
and that goes back on there.
Right. That's a shame.
Control Z.
Yeah.
Just need 1 more gold.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Oh. Thank you, Gert.
What have you forgot?
I got 4 boats, so I get to move one of my
Oh,
overseas.
you do?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, we need to
Well caught.
remove 1 popularity as well from. Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Yep. You got 4 boats. Well spotted.
Oh, yeah. Just quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you finished your turns?
No, I haven't finished my
Okay,
turn.
when it comes to my turn, I'll
You'll
do
do
a
your
bonus action.
thing,
Then
yeah.
I'll do my
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well spotted, chat.
Okay. So if I go. I'll go. Oh, that's not so good. I'll go here. 1, 2. So I have to pay
Cost you a
1
gold.
gold
Yep.
to go there.
Nobody to rescue. No plague.
So I'm gonna repopulate.
Okay. So it costs
So it
you an
costs
aristocrat
1.
and a craftsman.
So that one. And this one.
And you flip a wagon over.
I'm gonna use this craftsman actually.
Okay. Yep.
Flip a wagon. Repopulate. Yep.
Okay. Right. So. I can move the overseer. There. That's how I can do it. Is that going to help me though? Yes. It actually is. So we're going to move to here. Nobody to rescue, no plague to fight. So I move that token 1 space and then land in here. and I get to do 3 actions. So I will scroll for 1, build for 2, and I'm going to build this wagon for 3 points. And then my third, so I've done that, and then my next one is, I need to be very careful here, because if I'm going to repopulate as my last move of the game, I need to make sure I've got the cost for where I want to repopulate. And we are running out of spaces. It really depends who's going to go where. Who's left to go? Both of you.
Yep.
Yeah. So I could do that, but then that is a big risk. Is it a big risk? Is it a big risk or not? Yeah, I'm just looking where I can repopulate. I think it'll be okay, he says. Famous last words. It's either that or it's... No, I've done the scroll and I've done the build. So that's the safe bet. Let's take the safe bet and take a wood and a gold. That gives me a lot more flexibility for the end. Right. Done. So Rob, you're going to do your 3...
Yeah, I guess so. So I get my 4-boat bonus.
Which is to move...
Funny enough, would be to move the advanced one on top 3, but it doesn't matter that
it doesn't
it's
matter.
advanced, it's still 3.
3 things.
So one of them is going to be to move the scroll to maximum. Boom.
Nice.
One of them is going to be to take another fire token.
Yep.
And the third one is going to be... All those buildings need wood, don't they? Are resources worth anything at the end?
Yeah, every 3
Okay.
is worth a point.
Thank you. But I want to build, and I think because I've got just enough. And they're very frustrating. It's one or t'other at this point, I think. Should have put someone somewhere else. Never mind. I'm going to take an extra wood and an extra gold.
Okay. Right, so that was your bonus from last time.
Bonus action from last time.
Now it's your turn.
Start of my actual turn. Activating this guy.
Yep.
And we're going to move 1 and then 2 more, paying
2 gold.
2 gold.
Yep. Oh.
And we're going to burn a plague.
Which gets you a popularity.
Yep.
2 points. Gets you a wood.
Oh, definitely. I forgot about my popularity. No, too late. I've taken my turn. So.
And you get that, which is another 2 points.
Yep.
And a gold.
And another gold.
5 boats, which are 5 points each. Sorry, 6 points each.
Yep. That's 30 points from the boats.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, yellow. Got 1 worker left. Your last action of the game.
Yeah, I haven't managed to do another repopulate. That's why I had 2 wagons, but I haven't managed it because I just ran short of money there. So, oh yeah, I go here, which costs me no money.
You do get 2 points though.
I get 2 points.
Yep.
I fight the plague.
Yeah, which gets you popularity and 2 points. And then you get a gold and a fire.
Yeah.
Okay, and then my last action of the game is to put this somewhere where I can fight the plague and take an action that does me something, like repopulate. Where can I put this? I was looking at there. It was either there or it was going to be there, but there I would end up taking a rat, even though it's worth 10 points instead of 7. So it's actually better. I'm 1 point better off by doing it. So I should do it. I think that's right. I go here. I use 2 fire to get 2 points, to move that to there, which gets me a gold, to fight off one of the plague, but then I take a rat for the second plague. I then spend a wood, flip the wagon over, and use these 2 aristocrats to repopulate there. Done. Final action of the game.
Oh, mine. Right. Yeah. Up. Now, if I go that way, I'll get...
This is the final action of the game, isn't it now?
Yep. So I'm going to pay... I'm going to move to here.
Cost you gold.
Cost me a gold.
Yep.
And I'm going to settle it.
Right, so 2 craftsmen and an upgraded nun.
1 upgraded nun, 2 craftsmen.
And a wood.
And a wood.
Pop that on there.
Boom.
And we are done,
Finito.
I believe. So we still do production in the last round. So I get a fire.
Okay.
AKA a third of a point.
I get 5 VPs.
Still on the 5 VPs. Wow.
And I get a gold, a wood, and a flame.
Okay. And then quarantine people come out, not that it matters. Robert, any production for you?
No, my production's all...
Okay.
They've all gone off. Oh, wait, no, I could put some of these people in here,
put
couldn't
people
I?
in.
So if I put that guy in there, he
Get
can
2 points.
produce.
And
And
2
if
gold.
I put that lady in there...
You get a fire.
Lovely.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
You
good.
get 2 gold and a fire. Right, so that's production done. And now, I believe, we go to end of game scoring. So for each rat you have, you move back on here. So I had 2, you've got 2.
Yep.
No rats.
No rats.
Also, I have 2 rats, so I lose a point. You have 2 rats, you lose a point. Then we do points for the tracks. So Rob, you're on 6 points, plus 10 because you're the furthest ahead, so 16. Putting you on 54. So I'm just going to set that. In fact, let's take that. So 54. I'm on 2 points, plus I'm second, so it's 9. Rob, you third. Robert, you're third, so you get 3.
Seems
1,
like
2,
easy
3.
points, really.
Yeah. This track, me and Rob both get 3. And then this track, nobody gets any. So that's the points for the tracks.
Oh, is it only the top one where you get the most from being...
Yeah, only that one. Right, scrolls. I have 2 points for every population tile on the board. I got 4 in the end. Where's the 4th one?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, 4. So I get 8 points for that. Rob, you get 30
I
points
get 30
for your
points
boats.
from my boats.
Got to be good.
It's almost like to me.
I get 3 points for every repopulated zone, so I got 2, 3,
So 9.
9.
Take one off. And 10. Okay. Points look close, apart from Rob's 50 points ahead of us. Repopulated areas. So 14, 24, and 30. So that's 54. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 50.
I've got 32.
32. So 1, 2, plus another 30 is over there. And yours?
12, 27, 34.
34. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Round to there.
Yellow gets an additional point for his upgraded work on his production building. Did you take 3 points for that one when we were taking points earlier, Robert, or just 2?
Did you give me 3 points for this?
I can't remember.
I think you probably...
Maybe I gave you 2.
Right.
There you go. Have an extra 1. And then every 3 bits of stuff you've got left, not counting rats,
2.
I get an extra 1.
3 for me.
3. 1, 2, 3. We have a winner. So Rob wins with 121. I'm second with 93. And then Robert is third with 74. There you go.
Well done, Rob.
So
That was nice. Yeah,
yeah,
that's interesting.
what was it? It was the accumulation of 5 points around that helped.
That was a lot because I'm pretty sure I got. I was getting 3 points around really early on, so I got 21 just pretty much from him because he's been there the entire time.
30 points from the boats was massive,
Yeah,
and that made up for the advantage that I had on the population.
Because I still got 32 from the city, so I wasn't behind hugely on the cities either. And annoyingly, if I had done things slightly differently here, I could have, rather than taking more resources, taken a build action and got another building down.
Right.
So I'm just a bit annoyed. That was the whole. But I already done my actions. I didn't want to start going back.
Having 5 lieutenants is
I
quite good.
Yeah, you got that early.
Yeah.
that was good. That's definitely.
I think that was my focus from the word go, was get to five workers as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And then start cashing them in at the end.
Yeah. Right. Before you disappear, we are just going to have what you've seen today is the base rules. We're not going to play the advanced game, but I am going to just show you what the advanced game is. So first of all, there is different player boards. So if you just zoom in on my player board, there is a B side of a player board, which is asymmetric, and it has some of these instant bonuses. So these instant bonuses, you get the bonus once when you put somebody in there, and then there's a counter that covers it over. So yeah, these are all different. You also have a B side of this board, which you can play with. So you can play with the B side of your player board and the A side of this, or the B side, and this gives. I don't think this is asymmetric, or maybe it is.
Yeah, they're all different.
These are asymmetric
So
as well.
everyone gets a random one of these,
And a
everyone gets
random one of these. Right. Okay. So you've got that as well. So there's variability there.
That's interesting.
Final scoring. There is bonus points at the end for the most population tiles I think that you've put on. And then there is these register advancements. So these banners, there are these single banners and these double banners, and basically it's additional points for advancing on a particular register, which is based on this, I think. Something like that. The track on the scroll board offers you 2 levels of points. So yeah, so if you're past the banner, you get the higher level of points. Otherwise, you get the lower value of points. And there's a solo mode, which I did a video for this afternoon, which if you're a patron supporter of mine, I posted about it on the Slack channel, but I did play the solo game this afternoon. That was also very interesting. So, Robert, your thoughts first. Initial impressions.
Nice game. Bit complicated for me, but yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Rob?
I like it as well. So it's a nice twist on the worker placement sort of style game. I like the whole, once you're on the map, you're sort of staying on the map and moving around.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
There's a little bit of brain burning in terms of sort of planning your turns out.
Yeah.
I sort of, I hadn't factored in I'll be earning more gold as I moved. So I didn't have to take actions, to take more resources. So I could have used my resources instead. It's like the sort of game you can be planning out, and that they're sort of, it's an efficiency push, and definitely, really enjoy it.
I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. Now, when I played it for the first time this morning, I was, I think, where you are now. I was like, oh my God, all of this stuff, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What order am I going to do it in? And it's about, you've got to have the stuff in order to do the other stuff. And then it was like, so many times I was like, oh, I'm going to repopulate. Oh, I haven't got a wagon. Oh, how do I get a wagon? Oh, it's 2 wood. I haven't got any wood. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to have to build this. But now this is my 3rd game of it in the same day. I now feel a lot more comfortable with it.
I think it's a case of sort of picking your focus. Like, so I went all out on the boats, and that worked.
You did.
Once I realised it was happening, it sort of make it keep happening.
Yeah, I wanted to scroll a bit more. I wanted to get 4 population tiles down, which I did, and I wanted to get this up a bit higher. But yeah, I didn't manage it.
Playing again,
what time is it?
It's
10.
10 to 5.
So 2 hours.
Yeah.
For a first game.
And that includes learning as you go.
And that includes sort of learning as we go. It would have been an extra half hour, I think, if we'd have done the explanation. So thank you to you two for spending your time today having a look at the rules.
Oh, in answer to Ria's question, I think I preferred this over Ark Nova purely because it was a lighter game, and I was sort of in the mood this evening for a lighter game.
Ark Nova's much heavier.
Yeah. After a long week, this was nice and
Yeah.
just brain burning enough. Ark Nova was a bit more of a meaty one.
Yeah. Now the big questions are: since Vladisuhi stepped away from doing games with CGE, he's done 3 games. So he did Underwater Cities, he then did Praga Kabut Regni, and now he's done this one. You've not played any of those previous ones, have you, Robert?
Remind me which ones he designed when he was still with CGE.
Last Will,
Oh, yeah.
Prodigal's Club, Pulsar 2849,
Yeah.
League of Six, if you want to go way back to 2008. But in terms of his ones post-CGE, so Underwater Cities and Praga you've not played.
No.
Rob?
Don't think a bell, actually.
You've not played either of those either?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
so personally, having played this only today for the first time, Underwater Cities is fantastic and I love it. It's something a bit special. This one is a bit lighter than Underwater Cities and it is a bit shorter than Underwater Cities. At the moment I'm leaning towards Underwater Cities just because I've played it like 20 times and I love it and I think it's great. But this for me is better than Praga. I liked Praga, but there was a number of bits of Praga that were a little bit fiddly and a little bit messy for me. There was like, oh, there's this, and now I've moved up this, that triggers that bonus, and that bonus gets me this bonus. Oh, and because of that, I've got this, but I get a discount of that because of this, and then there's this. This game had a little bit of that, but actually a lot less. So this was a lot lighter on the brain than Praga. I think the theme actually works with this one. Now, I was speaking to somebody this afternoon who actually has done a bit of historical research, and in what we were doing, it's kind of thematically correct that people in quarantine were put to work to do stuff. Well, while you're there, not doing anything. So I quite like that, because quite often there's no theme in any of these Euro games. Mark's here from the Centre Isle. Hello, Mark. Niramas is here as well. Scattered, yes. I think we have the same thoughts on Praga. Good game, but yeah, a little bit scattered. And yeah, Gert says this is a co-design. So his other 2 games were just him. This is a co-design. Raoul was the co-designer, and there is an interesting article on Board Game Geek, if anybody's interested, where they talk about the involvement of both designers and how much input they had on it. But anyway, we are done. So as mentioned at the start, this was not a sponsored video. I've basically taken today off work to prepare for this and learn how to play. That's only possible thanks to the support of the Patreon campaign. So big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel, making these videos possible. Otherwise it would have been 3 of us wondering what we're doing and fumbling our way through the rules for the evening. Well, you 2 wouldn't because you did the research. So yeah, if you like the content that I create, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/gaming rules. Next year that will be more important. Thank you very much to Delicious Games for passing me the review copy of this game, and again, good on you, Delicious Games, for giving a percentage of your profits to Doctors Without Borders. I think that's everything. I think we're all done. Thank you very much for watching. This is the second of the new Essen games that I've covered so far. We did Ark Nova. Was it last Friday?
Last Friday.
It feels like a month ago. It really does. It really does. So this has been the second one. I have a whole load more. We've got Golem to cover. We've got Bitoku to cover. I've got loads more. I've got about 10 more games to cover over the next couple of months. And Patreon supporters are kind of voting on the order in which they're doing them. And Icky arrived this week, and I've unboxed that, and that's supposedly fantastic as well. So yeah, lots of hot games to cover. We're all done. Thank you very much. Now, it is only 10 o'clock. We might stay for another game. We'll see. It would be a Patreon-only stream if we do. I'll see if I can convince you to stay for 45 minutes. But for now, we'll say goodbye. Good night. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks all.
See you next time.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Loved
Are
it.
we on